What kind of tank is that? Is that the Bentley tank?
This is really loud in my ears, guys. How loud is the music for you? Turn it down in my headset so I can't hear it. Right? There you go. How's the music? You want to send her those? All right. Loud. Okay, I can turn that down. Is it? Because I don't think that my volume control in my headset controls how you guys hear it. So is the music still loud or did it go down just now? Because I turned it down on my headset. It could probably be still. Oh, okay. So maybe it does control it, but that's weird. I thought that, you know what? It's beyond. So what's up, everybody? It's say hi to Cassie and Christine and Dawn and Milo. And yes, it has been a hot minute since I've been here on VU Live. It's been like a month, hasn't it? Near to it, maybe 3 weeks at least. As I have missed you guys. I'm actually looking at myself in high def now, and I'm not used to it. What am I looking at myself in here? 480p. Ooh, that's really high def. I had, so there's so much been going on, right? You're experiencing auction withdrawal, right? You have a spinny circle. Oh, no, Arica. No, Arica. I know who you are. Your name is Ricky. Hi, Bits and Panzer. Hi. Oh, I'm so happy to see you guys. I missed you guys. We have been having, I am finally caught up. I'm finally caught up. Everything comes that day. It's just one box. It's a big box. I won't lie to you. It's a big box, but it's just one box. So, just saying. Anyway, I had to send more than one box to a couple people so far. I did manage to get everything in one box for RS. But, well, actually, because RS didn't really get that much for himself, right? I mean, he just helped everybody else out. I did have to send 2 boxes to Milo. And Miss Busa Girl, actually, had to get 2 boxes. Yeah, so you just got to, I can only fit so much in a box. So yeah, there's definitely, it all went out. The only one that has not gone out yet, I think, let me make sure nothing more came in. Oh, it looks like Big Sexy. Oh, Big Sexy, did, uh-oh, I just thought of something. I gotta write something down because I just thought of something. Anyway, Um, hubby is dropping off the juice to mother-in-law's. Nice, 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 nice. Yours has not been sent yet? Hersey, that is not true. That is not true. I'm going to prove it to you. Because you've had 2 packages. You've had 3 packages, actually. All right, let's see here. Yeah, you've had 3 packages. So the first one, let's go find the tracking on this. The first one was sent out on, it says delivered on the 28th. The first one was delivered to you on the 28th. All right, the second one, because I paid a lot of money for that. It was expensive. In transit, September 6th, processed through Coventry Parcel Force in the United Kingdom. That was just yesterday, right? Today's the 7th? Yeah. 7:04 p.m. Processed through the Coventry Parcel Force in the United Kingdom. The third one is same place. Processed September 6th, Coventry Parcel Force in the United Kingdom. So you should get them on Monday. Just saying. You should definitely get them on Monday, I would think. They're in the country. So they're in the country. So, you have not had an email. That's weird. Okay, I know some of you guys are waiting for the other items. Okay. Okay, we haven't really decided that yet. And David is actually, I'm still looking over here because David is sitting right here today. We haven't actually decided that yet. I did finally get all of the t-shirts and hats that came in from Ryan Howard. I got them all cataloged. So I have a whole stack of hoodies, t-shirts, polo shirts, and hats over here that are all numbered now and ready to go. We have separated out everything that was sold to somebody versus what wasn't sold. So basically I have one whole bookshelf in front of me that is full of stuff that hasn't been sold yet. Mostly, I mean, I'm looking through, the top shelf has got like a lot of juice and coils on it. It's mostly a lot of RDAs, and like some kind of weird random stuff. Yeah, I see a lot of RDAs. I mean, there's a couple of mods, a couple of T-Privs. There's that one purge that we never did get rid of. The coilies came in, so we have personalized coilies now. There's 3 coily tools that say GSFA on them. Those took a minute because he was having trouble with his 3D printer. I mean, he had to get it fixed anyway, but he was just like, do you want to wait? And I was like, yeah, I'll wait if you will. So David is definitely going to be reaching out to the developers on Monday and seeing what their progress has been on fixing the eBay software on our website. And we may go that route, or why are you smiling? Because I don't know what we're doing. That people keep asking. I'm getting bombarded with questions about what are we going to do with the rest of the stuff we have. Are we doing another day, or are we putting it on the website, or both?
Yes.
He says yes. He says both. We're going to do both.
Yeah, I have not heard back from my folks.
Have not heard back from the developers yet.
I anticipate hearing from them this week.
Anticipate hearing from them this week.
And we will likely be doing one more
Likely
day
be doing one more day
of live cast
after DC. So it would be the 28th at the earliest. At the earliest. I'm thinking maybe first week in October. Oh, hi! Kia and Brendan are there. Hi! Oh, Kia, guess what showed up today? It's so pretty. So, you could use juice and an RDA that has a strong pen. I do want to show that off, but I haven't gotten there yet. Hi, Richard. How are you doing? it fits so nice in here too. Because I've been having a little, well, first of all, you guys knew, I don't know if you knew this or not, but I need to show here, I need to show it with the good camera. Here we go. And it's like translucent. I don't know if you'll be able to see this or not, but it's actually, you can see through it. So pretty. Oh, this is so pretty. All right, so it's sort of and it looks really blue on screen, but it's actually kind of a teal color. Um, my my beloved uh, uh, I had a drip tip. I could show it to you guys. It was like this blue and green with like gold flecks in it, and I'd cracked it. And I could feel the crack was in there. It was really, really small. This is it right here. And I knew that one good smack was gonna do it in, and it did. It's got a little tiny chip in it. I don't know if you can see that. It's got a little tiny chip in the top there. And so I said, and by the way, just a tip, tips have lifetime warranties on them. So what is being shown off, my broken drip tip that I loved so much. And but just the tip drip tips have a lifetime warranty on them. So if you screw them up, they absolutely will replace them. Now, Kia was having a little trouble finding the material that was. She couldn't find that blue-green galaxy gold flecked awesomeness going on, right? And so she sent me a picture of this one. Actually, she sent it to me to show me a size comparison, because the Zeus X has an 810 connection on it, and I'd been using the 510 adapter. Well, the 510 adapter that comes with the Zeus X, not so great. And it was falling out, and I was getting really worried. I was getting scared that I was going to lose my drip tips. And so then I put a different 510 connector in it, and it was a little bit better, but I mean, it was still just, I don't know, it wasn't very secure. So I'm like, you know what, maybe I should not go for the 510, maybe I should go for the 810. And she was showing me the size comparison of the 810 to the 510, the wide bore, and there really wasn't that big a difference, actually. And I was like, and then she just sent me the picture of this one, and I went, I like teal. And then she showed me the size comparison, and I went, gimme, 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 gimme. And I've been waiting patiently for it, and it showed up today. So, anyway, brand new drip tip. Now, these do not have the liner in them that the 510s do. The 510 has like a tube on the inside, like I don't know what you call it. But there's a liner tube on the inside, and then it's the tip that surrounds it. This is just the material. There's an O-ring on it, but there's no liner or anything. Thank you. I love you too. Are you coming to DC? Is Melissa and Jerry? I would love to see all of you guys. I mean, you most of all, because you're kind of my favorite. Yes, Richard did pay his auction bill yesterday. Anyway, I lost train of thought. So yeah, we have a lot of stuff to talk about. It's been a hell of a week this week for the vaping industry, and it's not good. It's not all good. But going up to dig again soon, hoping not to get rained out. Oh, okay. We have been so busy that we have not even had an opportunity to play with our own stuff from the auction. Okay, it's been crazy. As far as I know, no, things change rapidly though. Well, I mean, you'd have to buy it's like a ticketed thing. You have to like reserve your spot. The VTA thing is next week. It's a week from Monday. So I would think, hello, Lakatus?
I believe the deadline is it's either Monday or Thursday.
To sign up.
Or Monday or Wednesday. I can't.
Monday or Wednesday might be the deadline to sign up for it. So I don't think they don't like, you can't do it like at the door, because they have to get in touch with if you've never been to DC, It's not really something, not so much just DC in general, but to the VTA conference in DC. VTA on the Hill is what it's called, and because they have to get in touch with your senators and your legislators, your representatives. They take stock of everybody who's there, right? And they get in touch with your specific senators and your specific representatives, and they make appointments for you. Okay, and they have to coordinate so that nobody's appointments overlap anybody else's that might be in your group, right? Because you're grouped together by state, so they want to make these appointments so that you don't have any overlap, because you're given basically an intern. Each state is given an intern, and that intern then walks those people around the Capitol, what they call it, the mall, which is the buildings that have all of these people's offices in them, right? So find that haunted hotel and rent the most haunted room. Cool. So anyway, but it seems all I could do was marvel. Nice. You did it. You can't do it in a flash. You were no Wonder Woman. It was no Wonder Woman. Oh, okay. I got it. I got you. Call. Wear hip waders and bring a big shovel. I know I might need to get new shoes, but in any case, so they have to have time to coordinate all of the people who are there and to make the appropriate appointments, and so that you are able to sit down with your legislators and lobby for the vaping industry. Okay, it's a pretty powerful thing. Like, it's a pretty powerful conference to go to, because you walk away from it feeling like you actually made a difference, that you actually talk to the people who make the laws, and that if they're listening to you, then you could affect some change, some real change in your industry. The first time David went up there, he came back so manic, I was convinced he was going to run for office. I mean, like, it was just, he was just bouncing off the walls and just like, oh, blah, blah, blah. I mean, he was just crazy. Okay. Anyway, so that's happening next week, a week from tomorrow. No, a week from Monday, right? But we've been so crazy trying to get it caught up on this auction stuff that, and still run our business, that we haven't even had a chance to play with our own stuff yet. I only looked into our basket of stuff Thursday, I think, and the only thing I pulled out to play with was this little guy. This is the Soren Vagon. 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 The Soren Vagon. I liked the color of it. I liked the look of it. It's kind of having this little, like, sort of, it lights up. Nice little pod device. But the thing I really liked about it was this. It's got a shirt clip. Although, so yeah, it's got a little shirt clip on it, right? Boom, right there. Okay. I don't care for. Well, does it wiggle? Does it wiggle? Like how? Wiggle how? Wiggle how? Wiggle what? Wiggle? I don't know. It looks like a flat dildo. Oh, okay. No, I didn't think about that. Boy, you guys just turn everything into something perverted. All right. But I'll be honest with you, the flavor's not great. I mean, granted, I do have some old juice here. I don't think that really should make a difference, though. The juice is pretty old. When did I make this? I made it in May. It's not that old. Oh no, May of last year. Never mind. But I've been using this juice in my Soren Drop, and I get plenty of flavor off of it. But if I puff on it a few times, I can get some flavor out of it. But it's pretty, I don't know. I like using my Soren Drop because I actually get flavor out of it, and I can take little bitty baby hits off of it and, stealth vape in situations where I need to stealth vape. So, I guess I would give this maybe 3.5 out of 5 stars. You know, I love the look of it. I love the design of it. It does hold a lot of juice. I could potentially fix the flavor problem by maybe just changing up my juice here, maybe making a wow level of flavor. I wouldn't recommend doing that on a creamy flavor, but I'm using it with pear champagne, and I don't think that would gunk up the coil too much.
Yeah, it's weak.
It's
It's
weak.
not bad.
It's not bad. Yeah, it's not giving me like a weird aftertaste.
Like
Or yeah, like David bought the Sense Orbit.
Don't buy that shit.
Do not buy the Sense Orbit. It was terrible. David
Garbage.
threw it across the room during one of his shows. It's still sitting on the floor.
It was during a board meeting.
Oh, it was during a board meeting. He threw it across the room in his studio, and it's still sitting on the floor. He never did pick it up. So yeah, don't get the Sense Orbit. It's a piece of shit. And David's like, you need to go on their website. You don't need to go on their website and leave a bad review. Yeah. Whatever. But yeah, I'm doing pear champagne in here, so I may try boosting the flavor. Although, you know, sometimes with devices like this, less is more. Boosting the flavor may not fix the problem, but I could potentially fix the problem, maybe, if I get the right juice. I like this flavor. So, anyway, that's my review on the Soren Vegan. Now, in the auction, David got the Nautilus AIO, Aspire Nautilus AIO, and look at how classy that baby is. It's very, very light, actually. It doesn't have, this is heavier than this. Well, maybe not, but this is just really, it's very airy. It has a cap, and it has an eject button. Check this out. It has a fill port. The coil screws.
I'm not expecting any.
No leak. Yeah, I can see it goes deep too. So I can't imagine it's gonna leak. He just fired this up today. So you got the contacts and everything in here. The coil screws into there. So the coils are replaceable on this. And didn't somebody say that you can use the old Nautilus BBC coils? Because I have those.
I think I heard something about that.
Okay, so, and this was, make it a high, well, it's already 50-50 Dire thing. So, like I said, I may bump it up to a wow level and see if that works, but it's already 50-50. I don't know about that. No, I have to keep it 50-50.
That's right. Don't add that.
So, anyway, and this has it has a little button that lights up right there. And this tasted good right off the bat. So, first hit. Yeah, he let it soak for like 2 minutes. Those do look like the BBC coils. I have like a whole box of those up there. So he is already loving his new little Aspire AIO. I think he does. Cassie says, I understand where you get your comebacks. You have the Joker in the basement, don't you? And what is it? Unless you joined the right fraternity like I did in college. TKB, Tapakega Brew. You're awesome. Okay, so here is our basket of stuff that we got. Oh, here we go. Let's go to the little cam. All right. So David got the water koozie thing from Kimber, which he has not used yet. He also got the Ladies Legs Nutcracker that Lead Pipe sent in, which he has not used yet because we don't have any nuts at the house, except for, you know, me and David. He got one of the Wismec serums, which I'm not sure why, but okay. He also got his first mech mod, the Tesla Blue M4, Tesla M4. with, and we're gonna have to polish this up, but he also got the gold Kennedy that we're gonna have to polish up to put on this baby. Because I don't know, I think it's gonna clash. The colors are gonna clash. It's not gonna look good because it's got silver and you got a gold Kennedy. I don't know about this, but we'll see. Although it does have a silver drip tip, so maybe it'll look okay. You know, I'm all about the matchy-matchy. And then he got this, which I'm really surprised that this wasn't the first thing he wanted to delve into, because this is the iJoy Captain Dual 2700 mod that comes with 2 batteries in here. So
I should probably take that to DC.
maybe,
Especially after this one got so beat up.
maybe. So this comes with
But I need to order some more batteries.
no. Oh yeah, you only have one set.
That's not considered.
Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. But it comes with a set of 2700. Oh, but it does have an adapter, so you can put some 18650. So this is the 18650 adapter. So anyway, yeah. So that's, he really wanted. I know he's been wanting a 2700, a dual 2700 mod for a while now. So I was very happy that he could get his hands on this one. He's like, oh, I want to play with it now. Yeah, I figured as soon as I pointed this out to him, he's like, no, I want to play it. Oh, they're saying the iJoy Captain is a great mod. Look at that. Oh, and the other things in here were mine, which I have not played with yet, actually. I have to go back over here. I did load up the Soren, but I didn't load up this little pod device. And because I think this one is really classy, and I hope I get pretty good flavor off of this, because I'll totally take this to DC. I think this thing is neat. Yes. So here's the pod. It's a refillable pod, and there's the pod right here that goes in there. So I do need to play with this little bad boy and see if it's how it works. If y'all want me to do that now, I could do that now if y'all want. If y'all want to experiment with me and see how this thing works, because I don't even know if it's charged. I have no idea. It comes with this cute little charging cable. It's like that. Well, I have to take this thing off, but it like charges like that. Kind of cute, huh? Looks like a flat tampon. Man, y'all need to get y'all mind out of the gutter. You do? Oh, okay. Like I said, I have no idea if this thing is even charged up, but we can find out. All right. So, connect pin and insert pod. It says connect pin and insert pod. All right, let's see here. Sloan got her auction win. She took a great picture of it. All right, so it looks like it's got, is that just a scratch? Or is that more cellophane to rip off here? I can't tell. Looks like it's just got a little scratch, maybe. I'm like doing this for the first time right along with you guys here. Okay, so even with nails, this thingy is a little hard to open. Oh, that's because it opens this way. Here we go. Oh, okay, that could get lost. All right. So it looks like there's layers of cotton under here, and then there's like a top with little holes poked in it the to feed the juice down into the cotton. I don't know where the coil itself is in there. All right, let's see here. I don't know, Richard. We'll see. We will see. Haven't started pulling your stuff yet. All right, so we're just gonna fill this up.
They won't fit.
They're supposed to. They're supposed to.
26,650 fit, but not the 2700s.
The Bluetooth one? Oh. Okay.
I don't want to try it again, but.
Alright, so we want to get that full. And that, yeah, that's going to get lost. So, I'm worried about that little thingy not being connected. Alright, so we need to let that soak for a minute. One thing about the Soarin' Drop I've noticed is that even though the two sides are supposed to be connected, they really aren't, and one side tends to empty out quicker than the other. So Ninja Tetris. Oh man, my Tetris skills have been put to the test. Now see, I don't see the juice like soaking into the cotton here on the bottom, which is kind of oh, but there's a bubble, so it's doing something. Okay, so let's pop this baby in there like that.
They definitely popped it.
Now let's see. We should prime it a little bit. Well, we can't prime it. Can't prime it because there's no button on this. So if I prime it, I guess I could prime it by.
The coil. What, the coil, right?
Well, it's all inside the pod. I could do this. Oh, you got lipstick on it. Take the pod out and suck the pod. That sounds so dirty, Kia. There are so many things about vaping, though, that just sound so dirty.
Not swampy.
Just let it sit for 5 minutes.
Dirty swampy.
She said, I giggled a little. I see little bubbles. I see little bubbles trying to... And I drop it. Crap, where'd it go? Holy crap! Got it. You giggled a little. No, she said, shit, I fucking laughed. Oh my god, I miss you so much. I miss you so much. Oh, we've got to get to Kentucky soon. Okay, so then I say, so other things that happened this week. So I recently killed my monitor, one of my monitors that I've had since I was like my first year in college, actually. Maybe not first year in college, but I was still in college when I got it. And it died. And then another monitor died on me earlier this week, and or last week actually. And I'm like, how could I kill two monitors? But they're both really old, actually. And monitors have really come down in price. Really, really, really come down in price. So I actually now have 3 high def 21 to 24-inch monitors, and I really love it. If you have the means, I would highly suggest it. I only paid $100. No, I paid $90 for this Acer. I think it's a 21-inch Acer, but it doesn't have a wall mount on it. And I paid like $100 for this Scepter 24-inch.
I think it's bright.
It's really bright. It's really awesome. um, Cassie, come on. You know Kia's like my soul sister. How's the airflow on this? Tight. Very, very tight. So this might be, I don't know. We're going to see here. We're going to see. So, all right, we're going to take a chance. It doesn't look like, because the juice is very yellow. So you would think if it was soaking up into the cotton would turn yellow, but that's not happening. But I've been seeing bubbles come up. I hope it wasn't the Komodo monitor he was selling home improvements door to door. That's right, the reptile. Apparently he was stuck on. Oh. You'd be the baby sister? Actually, Kia would be my baby sister. Kia's like 9 years younger than me, okay? Kia's just a baby. Let's make this happen. Oh, okay. So the contacts are a little bit spring-loaded. That's how this goes in. Okay. All right. All right. Watch this not even be charged up now. Oh. Oh. I like that. Oh, that is nicer than the vegan.
It looks like you were vaping a nail file.
Does it look like I'm vaping a nail file? That is a really nice hit. I like it better than the vegan.
Better flavor.
Way better flavor. It's like you're vaping a cigar case.
Yeah, but she'll have it.
But it's, look at that. It does look like a nail file. Look at that.
Like emery board?
Yeah, an emery board. And hello, lead pipe. How you doing? I'm eating it now. But see, this is how. Way better flavor on this guy. Now this is something I've never heard of before. It's called the Lawn Light, L-A-N, and it's made by Shanlan, Shanlan. It's a company in Shenzhen, so I mean, like big. But www.shanlan.com is the website. If you guys are interested in something, this is a nice little pod device. Hi, Fiji. This is a nice little pod device. I am so glad I got this one. I mean, this one is really cute, but I really like the flip. I mean, this one. Oh yeah, okay. Yeah. This is a nice little pod device. Ooh, that's impressive. I really expected the Soren to be a better one. Okay, so I got 2 new pod devices. I'm so happy. Woohoo! Now, getting pods for that, I don't know. I mean, like, I'll have to find out whether or not it's even, if you can find new pods for that. My mother went ahead and bought another one at the auction, so I actually do have 2 more pods. But she was like, I may want to use that device. I'm like, knock yourself out, lady. So like I'm totally okay with her vaping. All right, cool. So there's our little unboxing of stuff that we got in the auction. Yay. Um, he's getting his 2700s now because yeah, he's a boy and he has to play with his toys. Vapor DNA has some, right? So if someone grabs your vape, you can say, "Get off my lawn." Yes, that's exactly it. That's awesome, Scuba. Vapor DNA. Okay. Awesome. Awesome, awesome. Vapor DNA has them. I mean, and they do have a direct website, so it's possible I could just order them direct too. I don't know. I'll have to do some searching for it, but I like this. I like this a lot. Yeah, I'm impressed. Okay. So that is all of the fun stuff, new fun stuff that we've had that we got in. Got the monitors, my new monitors. Seriously, if you have the means or the motive, and like I said, the monitor's like $100 now. Totally get them because having 3 big monitors here is like a freaking dream. It's awesome. Like, I'd almost rather watch TV on my computer monitors than I would. My baby boy just left for the homecoming dance. Oh, Peachy, here. This is my big old hug for you. I'm sorry that your baby boy is growing up, but he's so handsome. You knew he was going to have a date. He's a football player. He's good looking. He's sweet. How could he not have a date to homecoming? As long as he doesn't knock a girl up. Please, she's not ready to be a grandma. I don't think she's ready to be a grandma. I don't know, Peach. Are you ready to be a grandma? I'll tell you, it's pretty awesome. I'm really loving it. I'm loving being a grandma. So, all right. For those of you who have been living under a rock, you're not ready. Yeah, I didn't think you were ready to be a grandma. You're going to be a cool-ass grandma, though. You know that, right? Like, I mean, really, who wouldn't want Peach as a grandma? He's not paying attention to me. David, Peach as a grandma. Would she be like a cool-ass grandma? Yeah. Decides not to make age-related jokes tonight. You know what? I try to embrace my age. For those of you who do not know, Jen's birthday is coming up. Jen's birthday, well, Kimber's birthday is coming up too. Kimber's birthday is the 9th, right? No, yes, 9th. Look at that baby. Oh, can I put it up on the screen? Oh! Oh, I have to put this on the screen. I've never heard of that.
Sanyo's good.
Yeah, Sanyo. I prefer Sony or Samsung, but yeah. Are you on lionwholesale.com? So there he is, and with Peach's foot in the screen apparently as well. But so there is Mr. Devon in all of his splendor, heading off to homecoming tonight. He looks so handsome. You done good with that one, Ma? He's a sweet boy too. So, in any case, they're all that goofy. Of course they are. So, yes, Miss Peach's birthday is... But when Miss Peach's birthday happens, then you know that Miss Jen's birthday is shortly thereafter. Because mine will be Thursday. Get that man a belt? Is he not wearing a belt? Is that like a... I don't know. Is that like a millennial thing? They like to wear belts. I broke it on his ass. 23 times 3. Yeah, or 20, no, 20, wait, 23 times 23. Whoa, 23 times 2, dude. Do not make me older than I need to be. I'm 23 times 2. Or as I like to say, I'll be 3016. So, hi Doc, how you doing? So anyway, yes, we'll have to celebrate Miss Peachy's birthday on Monday, and then we'll be celebrating Miss Jen's birthday on Thursday, and then we're going to DC. Nice. All right. All right. This was not. Let's get serious for a second here. All right. I know you guys have been seeing. I mean, if you're on Facebook at all, your newsfeed is probably inundated with these stories. There have been 5 deaths and over 450 cases of a respiratory disease that is being unfairly linked to vaping. Now, and I can tell you this, every single store owner I've talked to, Scuba, oh, are you vaping black ice? Oh, that's right, Scuba said he was coming down with something, so he's vaping black ice. He's getting all cleared up. I know where you can get more if you need it, just saying. So, yeah, it's pretty simple. It's real simple. Don't buy THC cartridges off the street that you don't know where they came from. Whether you live in a state that's legal or not, make sure you're buying things from reputable manufacturers. Anybody who has half a brain that works amongst any branch of the vaping industry knows that you cannot put oil in e-liquid, any kind of e-liquid, okay? Here's the thing, okay, first off, think about this, okay, guys. Your lungs, you take in air into your lungs, right? The oxygen then filters, it goes into all these little tiny pockets. The oxygen filters into your bloodstream, keeps you alive, right? Your lungs are like 90% water, okay? Everything that is in e-liquid is water soluble, and that's important, right? That's important to have ingredients that are all water soluble, okay? The flavoring, it says it on the bottle, water soluble. There are oil-based flavorings out there, okay? It's one of the reasons why there are, some people tend to shy away from Loran stuff, because some of Loran stuff is oil-based, okay? And there's a lovely chart out there. I'd have to see if I could find the link. If Dolores is here, she probably has the link somewhere. But here's the thing: is that if you are not sure if something is oil based, right? There's a really easy test. Get a little cup of water, get some flavoring, and drop some into the water. If it just sort of dissolves and falls to the bottom, water soluble. If it floats on top in like a little bubble, it's oil. Okay, oil is not water soluble. Tell that to your windshield. Okay. First of all, you could clean your windshield. It would probably be streaky as hell, but you could clean your windshield with just water. It would totally work. It would be streaky, but it would work. But it's water soluble. All the flavorings are water soluble. PG, water soluble. VG is water soluble. Nicotine is water soluble. What's the first thing we tell you? If you're working DIY at home and you have 100 milligram nicotine and you spill it on yourself, wash it off with water. I mean, soap works too, but the water dilutes it and solubilizes it, whatever. It gets rid of it. Okay, it will dilute it immediately. It's water soluble. All right, and that was just it. There were some older oil-based cinnamon. Yeah, and well, that's just it though, Bam Bam. We got sucked into a couple of. There were some flavorings that we had. Oh gosh, way back in the beginning, 5 years ago, that we weren't not aware of. that were oil based, and they separated. They would separate and they would float on top because they were oil based, right? Oh shit, gotta throw that shit away, right? Didn't use that flavoring anymore. And it's Loran's Amaretto. I don't know what the difference was there. I swear to you, I had like a small little sample bottle of Loran's Amaretto that was not oil based, and it was fantastic. It was like the best Amaretto ever. And so I bought a bigger bottle of it, and fuck if it wasn't oil based. Couldn't use it. Had to throw it away. Right? And just like you have to be so careful with it. And that's just it though, okay? Is you cannot mix oil and water. Oil and water don't mix. They don't mix. If you put oil in your lungs, it is not going to dissolve. It's not going anywhere. It's just going to sit in your lungs and it's going to clog up all your aoli or whatever they're called, and you're not going to be able to get oxygen into your bloodstream and you're going to die. Okay, that's how that happens. That's what has happened to these poor people. All right, and now I'm terrible. They did. I'll be honest with you. I in the beginning, before I knew better, I called it oil, actually, because it wasn't juice to me. Certainly wasn't water. It looked like oil. It's got the consistency of oil, which is why people think it's oil, but it's not oil. Okay, oil and water don't mix. Don't put oil in your lungs. It's that simple. All right. I've talked to people who their sales are stupid low right now because this is scaring people. Okay, so and I got to give a lot of props. I got to give a lot of props out to people who obviously are. I want to be dedicated to this. I want to be very dedicated to this, and I'm not able to be, which I'm kind of upset about. But I know a lot of people that are out there on the internet, on Facebook, on Twitter, and every single time they see a post, every single time they see somebody linking to a post, they are going in, they are posting the facts, they are combating this, they are trying their damnedest to get the message out there. I think it's working. I don't know. I mean, we only, one person only has so much reach. That's why everybody has to do it. And I'm admitting that I haven't been able to do it nearly as much as I want to do it. I've been so busy and I have so much going on. But really, if you've got any kind of time at all, you've got to get out there. You've got to stop these people in their tracks. Most of the posts that I've seen have lots and lots of responses on it saying this is the truth, this is the truth, this is the truth, this is the truth. We've got to keep driving that point home. Don't buy Captain Crank's bathtub THC oil if you enjoy your blood being oxygenated. Alveoli. Thank you, Doc. Do you have a good link saved that we can use? No, I don't. You mean like a study or an article or something that says, do you have something like that? Like some link you can put on any post that says this is linked to vaping? Do you have something handy that says no, it's not linked to vaping, it's linked to black market? How about your press release? Do you want David's press release? It's from the president of the GSFA. Is that is that enough credentials for you? A truth link. There's lots of them out there. Yeah, Doc, you're right. Oh, Doc! I can't see it, Dire Thing. I guess they've changed the rules again on YouTube. I do have live chat on though, so I should be able to see it, but no, I can't. I saw an article. Hercene, was it you that somebody posted it? That said, it said that the health officials in Britain have declared that British people are safe. Oh, do I still have that? I don't still have that link open. It was hilarious because it's. I know I saw it in the bitches group. Hang on, let me see if I can find it. They said, no. They say that British people are safe from this problem. Yes, British vapors are safe, and they said it here. I'm going to read this quote. Unlike the U.S., all e-cigarette products in the UK are tightly regulated for quality and safety by the Medicines and Healthcare Products Regulatory Agency, and they operate the yellow card scheme, encouraging vapers to report any bad experiences. Unlike the So apparently you guys over in the UK do not have any drug dealers that do shady shit.
Well, you're not going to have as much of a black market
I think that's
where
pretty
it
cool.
is encouraged legally. You're not going to have, I guarantee they don't have as heavy a black market.
Okay, well, David is saying that you guys probably don't have nearly as heavy a black market, and I can get behind that obviously because, but the unlike the U.S. That being that all e-cigarette products are tightly regulated, unlike the U.S. Really? Ours are regulated too, okay, but when people choose, you put that link in the room. Okay, so the link that David put in the room is, okay, I'm gonna read it. Here we go. This is from the GSFA website. Recent reports regarding vaping illnesses across the country are seriously misrepresenting the vaping industry. What the media is failing to report is these cases are caused by street-bought THC cartridges. When purchased illegally, there is no way to know what is contained within the cartridge or how it may have been cut. In many cases, they are synthetic, which carries its own severe issues as documented by the media over the past few years. The media in this country is negligent on a large scale, blaming this on vaping in general. The anti-vaping forces are unethically using these reports to scale up attacks on the vaping industry. Vaping is the most effective means of smoking cessation available today. Vaping has saved millions of lives and saves more every day. The toxic effects of cigarette smoke is well documented and continues to kill hundreds of thousands every year in the United States alone. We at GSFA believe vaping is the cure to this very real epidemic of smoking. GSFA is committed to tobacco harm reduction. This process includes weeding out unsafe and non-compliant products. We recommend you seek out GSFA member vendors for your vaping needs. These vendors rely on products that have maintained high standards of quality and compliance. THC cartridges are currently illegal in the state of Georgia, and we do not promote or condone its use. If you must vape THC, please source directly from a reliable source in a state where it is legal. So, there you go. You Facebook message the FDA link, okay? Let's see here. So yeah, directly from, here's the link that I think Kimber would want, because this is a link directly from the FDA, okay? Saying it's not about vaping, it's about black market THC. Yeah, and the CDC is like doubling down, right? They're not backing down. They're like, no, it's still, we're not sure yet. They say, we're not sure yet. We're not sure. All right, here's the thing. They're using, and it's what we're gathering from the reports that we've seen is that it's not even the THC stuff that's the problem. It's that it was cut, all right? You know how like, yes, queen. Okay. Yes, girl. Yes. Maybe you guys don't know this. Maybe some of you do. Maybe you don't. Okay, but it's very common practice amongst the less responsible people in society to sell illegal things. Right? They cut it. They cut it down with another substance to make the good shit last longer so they can sell more, alright? This is something that people do, alright? Like, for example, cocaine. Cocaine gets cut with B12 powder all the time, right? But why not? B12 powder is good for you. It gives you a little bit of boost, gives you some energy. Who's going to notice, right? And then their cocaine can last a lot longer than whatever it was going to last to begin with, right? That's what's happening here, okay? People took vitamin E oil and cut it.
Vitamin E acetate.
Vitamin acetate oil. It was still an oil. It was some kind of oil. All right. And cut it to make the good shit last longer and sell more.
And it's one particular brand, and we're not sure if it's all street.
One was bought in the Oregon victim was bought theirs in a legitimate store. Or just Joe Schmo not knowing any other way to liquefy his concentrate, and he thinks he can make a quick buck, and he's killing people. Yeah, I mean, these reports and these cases are spread across the country at this point. The 5 victims are in completely different states. Okay, first victim was in Michigan, and then I think Florida, and then Indiana, Minnesota, and now Oregon. I'm sorry. It was Michigan, then Oregon, then Indiana, then Minnesota, and California was the latest one. That one just happened last night in LA County. All right. So if it's just one source, that would be surprising because they're so far apart, right? And all of these cases are happening widespread. 450 cases, right? You thought that type of vitamin E, it is a topical treatment. That's just it. It's not supposed to be inhaled. Okay? It's, well, that's just it though. The I-70 and I-75 routes. Oh, I didn't even think to map it out. What about Oregon and California though? Hi, Dolores. The point is, if you're buying shit off the street, you don't know what's in it. Okay? You don't know what's in it. You don't know how many hands it's passed through and who stomped on it on the way. Right? I mean, it was pure at some point, but depending on how many hands it passed through and how many times it got stomped on before it finally made it into your hot little hands, you have no idea.
It's far too expensive. They retail for $40, $50 a piece.
David said these carts retail for $40 or $50 a piece.
Yes.
So if people can buy it off the street for $30, they're gonna do it.
They're gonna water it down.
And then and then it's gonna be watered down shit. Yes, you need to, but I don't have any THC cartridges. I don't have, and don't do CBD. We don't do THC. We don't do any of that stuff. But e-liquid, because there not a single case so far that I know of has been related to any nicotine-containing e-liquid. Okay, because face it, e-liquid manufacturers are a dime a dozen. Okay, there's 10,000 of them across the country. All right. They are you're very, very easily attain decent e-liquid from a reputable manufacturer. Okay, we're everywhere. Okay, there are so many e-liquids out there that most of us have never even heard of, and it's just there's so many out there, and we all know what we're doing for the most part. Oh, Kia says, if you're not complaining about the price of a cartridge, it is fake or harmful. I like that. All Midwest trafficking goes through my backyard. California is a secondary impact, buying it from the Midwest and mountain states traditionally. Okay, that makes sense. A normal EGC would know. And yeah, you would notice if e-liquid was cut. I mean, really. But why would you cut e-liquid?
People do, though. People do.
Well, they do. People put water and shit in it.
They put distilled water or ionized water in it.
Yeah, they do.
Don't ever
Some
put
people
tap water into it, or you end up with the same kind of problem, which is what's going to happen.
Can you hear that?
When black market e-liquid happens here in the U.S. when it's banned.
Bitching. He's ranting. Can you hear him?
Yeah. So this is what's going to happen when the FDA creates a black market here in the United States.
So he's talking about how some people do water down their e-liquid. They use distilled or ionized water, which is okay. I don't use tap water, right?
It's immoral, but it's technically okay.
You can hear David's dulcet tones, and you like it. Yeah, it's a little immoral to use distilled water in your e-liquid, but I mean,
you're gonna cut with
you're gonna
PG.
cut it. Yeah, really. PG PG probably costs less than water.
No. No, it doesn't cost less than water. But if you're going to cut with PG. If you've got to cut the flavor down. Okay, but if you're just doing it they're doing it to save money when they water it down.
I know that. We never put water in our stuff, by the way, guys. Ever. Alright, never. Alright, we put PG, VG, nicotine, and flavoring. And that's it. That's all that's in it. You can honestly visibly see if the cartridge is bogus too, but my recommendation is stay away from buying carts off the street, period. I agree with you, sweetheart. So here's the thing. Our recipes, there are recipes that call for aqueous VG. Aqueous, what the hell is aqueous? I'm gonna look that up. What the hell is aqueous VG? Natural USP grade aqueous VG. Best damn vape. All natural aqueous VG is USP food grade and lab grade vegetable glycerin derived from US grown soy. It is colorless and clear and adds a hint of a nice sweet flavor to any e-juice. Add AGVG to your DIY e-liquid to increase the vapor clouds and temper the throat hit. It says it's watered down glycerin, a less thick version of VG. I use pure VG with 5% water as my base for all my DIY stuff. Yeah, I guess, is aqueous VG kosher? You know what, Yardbird? I found out actually about the kosher thing because I was calling. Somebody had asked me about kosher, because we've received flavors before that came with a kosher certificate. Like bacon actually comes with a kosher certificate. And as it turns out, kosher means that a rabbi has to bless the item as it's being packaged, right? So, for example, they this is a flavor company I was talking to, and that they could bless say like a drum of a particular flavor, like they'd seen the way that it was processed and how it was packaged, and they agreed that it was kosher. They certified it kosher. So you have, like, say you have a whole drum of a particular flavor, okay? But if you take that drum and then you proceed to fill smaller bottles, like gallons or 16-ounce bottles or 4-ounce bottles or 1-ounce bottles or whatever that you choose to resell then in smaller quantities, those bottles are no longer kosher because each individual bottle was not blessed by a rabbi. Well, yeah, I mean, they do, like they monitor the way that it's made, and then they bless the container, but they're not blessing all the little individual containers afterward, like the smaller quantities. So actually pure grain alcohol can be okay in very small amounts, very small amounts. You know, I've seen plenty of recipes and people that use PGA. It gives it a bit of a extra throat hit kind of thing. It's the excessive amounts that's the problem. If you put, you can also bless a gun with bullets. I don't know, is the bullet still kosher once it leaves the gun? I don't know how that works. I do think it's being sensationalized. I think it's going to be more than a dent, though, Doc. There was an article, oh, where did I see it? I didn't save it. There was an article showing that the CDC just approved like a $500,000 funding or grant or something to fund anti-tobacco shit. Very mysteriously well timed, I think, with all this. Also, there was an article that Bucky posted about back during Prohibition that the government actually tainted in an effort to discourage people from purchasing black market alcohol. They poisoned they put poisonous product out there and ended up killing 10,000 people and didn't stop prohibition. Didn't stop people. People died and people kept on drinking, and so, I mean, yeah, was this done? I don't know. I mean, saying that the government did this on purpose is a little bit far of a conspiracy theory, but it's not out of the question. But it's making a lot more than a dent. And it's very hurtful. It's very hurtful. Okay, you got people who don't know. That's the problem, is because we have such a huge portion of the people out there who just don't know, right? There are, what, 360 or 330 million people in the United States? 330 million people. Like 10 million of us vape. Very, very small percentage. Okay, very small percentage, right? You have this huge population out there who is completely unaware of the vaping industry, and they don't know. It's this big unknown, right? So all they hear is all this bad stuff, right? They don't hear all of the great stuff. They don't hear all of us fighting and saying, wait, that's not true. They just don't. Oh, you have to go. Good night, Harsine. Mwah. Have a good evening. Yeah, but it is. It's making more. It's making more than a dent, and it's hurting. It's hurting us bad, especially because you've got these agencies that are doubling down. Quite a few of them have come up forth and said, "Okay, we figured this out. It's not just vaping, right? It's not vaping regular nicotine flavored e-liquid. It's specifically this thing, But you got like the CDC." The CDC has come out and flat out said, y'all stop vaping until we can figure this out. Stop vaping altogether. I'm not going to stop vaping. I'm working on it. I got to figure it out. It's probably going to happen. But it's like, I don't know that we can win this. I just don't know how we can win this. Information update from Health Canada stating that vapors need to be careful on what you vape. You can't. I don't know why you can't post links. If you post them with the spaces, I'll fix them. I know somebody posted one earlier and I missed it. I'm sorry. I just scrolled up and I saw lime scale of the lung. Nice one, Doc. But yeah, you can't post the link. Oh, damn it. I know. I don't understand why I forgot to plug in my headset, so I'm tethered, but maybe it's got enough of a charge that I can last out the show. You win it with the most salient, truthful facts backed up with studies to show that you're right. You don't let up. You never give in. And I mean, we're not going to, but I'm feeling a little hopeless. I'm feeling a little lost. I don't know how we're going to win this, I mean, we are, what did I say to David earlier today? I said, we are a bunch of houseflies going up against gorillas, I mean, we're talking huge government agencies, CDC, FDA, I mean, oh gosh, we're just, I mean, like us, other e-liquid companies, even the vaping, even companies like VTA and the advocacy groups and whatnot, AVA. I mean, yes, they're big, but they're not much bigger than houseflies, really, when it comes to it. These are monstrous companies that have such a reach. No, I can't see that. Damn it. I am them to me. I am me the links on.
Hey, tell the ladies we're getting ready.
David said, "Tell you ladies, we're getting ready." God, those things smell terrible. Green coffee beans smell terrible. Is that, you know what? I have wondered actually, um, what dabbing is. I didn't know what, I mean, I know like there's like this, I know that that's dabbing, but the, what, I know that dabbing was related to that, and I wasn't even sure exactly how you do it, but I guess that makes sense. I know, and I'm not, you know, I mean, I'm not giving up. I'm just saying that it's really starting to look more and more hopeless all the time. And I don't know what I'm going to do. Like, I don't know what we're going to do or how we're going to convince. Because, you know, David was, he and I were talking and we were like, well, maybe we shouldn't go to DC this year. And I was like, no, we've got to go to DC this year because I really think that this year is more important than anywhere else. Or not anywhere else, any other time. Like any other year that we've gone, I don't think has been as important as this year. I think this year is more important than ever because we've got to get in front of this. We, you know, and this is also where I think it's important, you know, and God knows it's going to be impossible to find the time to do this, but you have to find the time to do this. You've got to get in front of it. You've got to make appointments with your legislators. There are state level legislators who don't do this full time. You can get in front of them. You can talk to them. You can make appointments with them and talk to them. You've got your state level legislators. You've got your nation level legislators, right? You're probably not going to get any FaceTime with your state senators and your state legislators or your state representatives, okay? The ones that have offices in DC and here, you know, and in your hometown. You're not going to get a face-to-face with those guys, okay? Those guys are pretty hard to get hold of. Even when you go to DC, you don't get a face-to-face with them. You get to meet with their staff, right? But you've got state-level government as well. And then you have county-level government, and you have city-level government, okay? These people are not full-time politicians. Right? This is why they have city council meetings at like 6:30 at night, okay? Because those people had day jobs, all right? You can get face-to-face with them. You can educate them, all right? You can check, oh, sure. But you can educate them, all right? It's, oh, great, now my messenger isn't working. Let me refresh. I didn't, I'm not getting a message. I have no message. Did you send it to Higgy Sig's Facebook page or did you send it to me personally? Oh, you sent it to Higgy's. I found it. You sent it to Higgy Sig's Facebook page. You can send it to me personally. We're friends on Facebook, you know. There we go. Let's get that. There we go. I have to respond to you guys because Facebook times me. Okay, so there is the healthycanadians.gc.ca. Health Canada warns of potential risk of pulmonary illness associated with vaping products. Health Canada is advising Canadians who use vaping products to monitor themselves for symptoms of pulmonary illness, cough, shortness of breath, and chest pain, and to seek medical attention promptly if they have concerns about their health. This caution comes in the wake of recent cases of acute pulmonary illnesses and one death reportedly linked to the use of vaping products in the United States. A second death is under investigation for potential links to vaping. The United States FDA and the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention released a statement on August 30th on their ongoing investigation into the cause of the illnesses. The same day, the CDC issued an official health advisory. Okay, many patients have reported vaping tetrahydrocannabinol and or nicotine-containing products, which is bullshit. To date, the government of Canada has not seen any evidence of similar illnesses occurring in Canada. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, I mean, it's a little suspect that it's only happening here in the States and not any other country, but whatever. David would like to show you what an unroasted coffee bean looks like. There we go. They look like peanuts. Well, they're a little bit on the green side. That is what an unroasted coffee bean looks like. So, in case y'all were interested. What did you spill? I can't hear it. Anyway. He says, I'm okay. Alright, so those are unroasted coffee beans. Anyway. Hash oil. Oh, yep. There you go. I wonder if the pot industry have to take away their flavored stuffs. Do they have flavored? Oh, do you think they look like pistachios? Yeah, they do kind of look. They're kind of the color of a pistachio. They are kind of the color of a pistachio, but they look like peanuts. They smell terrible. Yeah, they smell like hay. Which state is Michigan? Michigan Primitive Farm. Now, that hasn't happened yet. That was the next, I guess, point of contention. Is Michigan is ground zero for the first person who died. And I don't in any way want to disparage anybody's, stomp on anybody's grave. I am extremely sad that anybody has died for any reason here. Okay, whether they bought in black market, whether it was THC, whether it was whatever, it doesn't matter. This person has passed away now, and from what I can tell, pretty horrifically. It sounds like a very painful and long and drawn out thing, very horrifically. Wouldn't wish that on anybody. But the Michigan governor, yeah, I don't think that it's going to happen. Okay. I don't think that the Michigan governor is going to get away with this. Okay, what she did was wrong. It was tyrannical. It was unconstitutional, and I mean, it's going to go to court, and she's going to lose. All right, because you can't just do that. Like, governors their job is not to make laws, right? You can't just sign an executive order and be like, okay, I decree this law, no, okay, this is America. It's not the way it works, all right? Congress, okay, there's a state level Congress, right, that creates laws for that state, all right, and they have to go through and they have to argue about it and agree on it and disagree on it and push and pull and add and subtract until everybody's happy with it, and then everybody signs it, and then it, or at least the majority signs it and says, yes, we want to make this a law. There's a process, okay? It takes a while. There's a process, okay? The governor can't just go, okay, I'm making a law. But yeah, lipoid pneumonia is, I don't know. This is the first I really have seen any direct results of lipoid pneumonia, but it sounds, and from what I've read, is absolutely horrible. All right, imagine suffocating, even though there's nothing like blocking your face, you're suffocating from the inside out, and it's a slow and painful death. Just remember, this is our government saying that there is always hope. Where did you send it to me? Point them to us, Jen. We got you covered. Wait, let's see here. Okay. Here it is. Okay, here we go. NHS UK. Yeah. Alright, so here's what original doc sent. Estimated 2.9 million adults in Great Britain currently use e-cigarettes, and of these 1.5 million people have completely stopped smoking. Carry a fraction of the risk and can be particularly effective when combined with extra quitting support. So here you go. Go right here. Let me put this link in the room for you. Alright, so yeah, eucalyptus is an oil. You can get a eucalyptus flavor, right? Like, there's a flavoring that is eucalyptus flavored, but you can't use real eucalyptus in vaping. Because it's an oil. Okay, and you're gonna hurt yourself. Oh, is RS here? Hi. Oh, I haven't. But since you said something.
Peanut Butter Buster is mine, bitch. Key lime ice cream is mine. What the? Who's that bitch now?
So, oh, since David's in the room, can we get a reciting of JP? Oh, they want you to say it. Here, you say it. Peanut butter buster.
Peanut Butter Buster is mine, bitch.
Oh, that was good. So Saint Richard is in the, or Saint Roger is in the room. I have taken to calling him Saint Roger. We say Legend Richard Wills, and we say Legend Talion, and Legend Niji, although she doesn't come around that much anymore. But so Legend Richard, but Saint RS, Saint RS. There you go. Because yes, out of all of the things, you know what? I'm gonna brag a little bit on you there, RS. I'm gonna brag a little bit. Out of all, there were 90 line items that were connected to his name. Only 15 of them were items that I sent to him. I sent his stuff in a little box, little medium flat rate box. 90 line items. That's amazing, Saint Roger. Just saying. Your generosity is unmatched, unparalleled by anybody that I've ever known. But I will be having to report back and let you know how big a box I'm sending your stuff in. Legend Richard Wells. So, some people are into nets naturally extracted. Just because it says natural does not mean good. Tons of particles. There's lots of stuff we shouldn't inhale.
Right. And also use natural flavoring. Natural flavoring, especially on fruits, is going to be high. And guess what?
Citric acid.
Not just citric acid. No.
Oh, oils. There's oils.
No.
What?
No.
Diacetyl.
Diacetyl, yeah. Diacetyl or diacetyl.
Diacetyl.
Yes,
For you British people in the room.
You prefer
Diacetyl for you British people in the room. Diacetyl for us Americans. Look, you put extra vowels in there. I'm gonna fight you on it. Don't be saying that. It's aluminum. It's aluminum. Right? I wouldn't vape uranium either. It's probably not good for you.
But yeah, any natural fruit flavors are going to, in steeping, are going to be very high in diacetyl.
I didn't know that. I wouldn't have thought that.
That fruits are naturally high.
Fruits are naturally high in diacetyl.
As they ripen, it develops.
Diacetyl.
Yes, as it develops.
As it ripens, they get higher in diacetyl. Look at that. I didn't even know that.
So, yep. So we very proudly use artificial flavors here.
We use natural and artificial. It says it right on the bottle, natural and artificial. Have I mentioned how much I love Just the Tip drip tips? This thing is so nice. Look at those clouds. Look at those clouds. Those are better clouds than I was getting before. I'm telling you that. I love. Look, guys. I'm gonna put the link in the room. Or actually, I don't know. Did we have a Nightbot thing? I don't remember if we do or not. Anyway, you know what? You guys need. If you have never had a just the tip drip tip, okay? I cannot stress enough, okay? Just cannot stress enough how awesome these things are, okay? I mean, I know Lead Pipe's in the room. Lead Pipe does amazing tips as well. He's got a Nightbot thing. Oh wait, it's T4T. Yeah, there we go. Okay, but they fit so nice. It's like they're just so great. I just love them. Look, you guys, and if you've ever had, I used to get super cheap drip tips all the time. Like I probably still have some super cheap drip tips, actually. Okay, super cheap, right? You had haggis for tea tonight. You made tea with haggis? Look, I used to get like these like $2 drip tips. Look at these, like this. Like this, right? Like just shitty ass drip tips, right? They're like $2. Okay. Because I didn't, it's a drip tip, right? What am I going to do? I didn't. Here's one. Oh, I was big on this one for a while. Check this out. I did always like the Ming style one. I loved having an angle, actually. So I bought this little angle adapter. So I could put my, it was at an angle, right? So, yep. But these are like super tea is dinner. Oh. See? I'm still learning, guys. I'm still learning. Yeah, we call it dinner, supper, maybe. People call it supper. But yeah, these were like super cheap drip tips. I mean, you can see how much I used it too. Look, it's discolored. It's like all the chrome is worn off on the. It was all chrome at one point in time. I don't know what's under there now, but then it was Kia's fault. I won, and I think I gave that one away. I had a True Stone one. I have this little case that I keep all my drip tips in, that I got from Kia. And it was a little Ming style one, but I think I gave that one away. But then what happened? It all started when I won this chuff cap from Kia. And I didn't even have anything to put it on. I was using a Kanger sub tank with an iStick 50. So then I went out and I got an RDA. And yeah, there you go, D Melon. I can suck the chrome off of a drip tip. Look at that. I didn't even have an RDA, but so I went out and I got an RDA to put this on. And then found out that my iStick wasn't powerful enough for the RDA, so I had to go buy a new mod, right? It was all her fault. It's all her fault. Like, I was perfectly happy in my little low-end device, barely sub-ohming, right? Little iStick 50, right? And then I got this drip tip, and it snowballed. Because next thing I knew, I bought the Sigelli 100 off of DJ, and then and I had it. Yeah, I went she sent me a Derringer too, which I still have that. I still have my Sigelli 100 too. Those are great little devices. But yeah, it was like that was it. Now I realized what the benefit was to having an awesome drip tip, right? And every drip tip I've gotten since then has been either lead pipes or just the tips. And yeah, $2 drip tips are just not cutting it anymore. I gotta have me a $15, $20 drip tip because it matters. It matters. I don't have any. I have a Twisted Messes, which comes with the metal tip. It's the gold Twisted Messes. Here we go. Oy. Ah. The gold twisted messes. But this thing gets hot. That's one reason why I don't use this more often, because it gets hot. Like the heat transfers, and I don't like it. Yeah, Demilin knows, right? But oh, I mean, I just got this today, but oh, I love it. I love the Ming shape. I think it just fits nice. That went up to, you still have your MBV. I have, what's the oldest mod I have over here? I think I have it here. I have, this was one of the iStick clones. I think this went up to 30 watts. Look at it. It still comes on too. The battery's only halfway down. Oh, that's on volt. There we go. Watts. I think this goes up to 30, or is it 20? No, it's 20. I was taking forever. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Okay, it goes up to 20 watts. But I don't have, this one didn't go below 1 ohm. And then I had this one, Eva sent me this one. This little heat vape defender. This went up to 25 watts, but it's broken. It doesn't work anymore. I tried to charge it up, it didn't work. I think those are the oldest ones I still have. Because for the longest time, I would just, when I get something new, I would give my old stuff away. What are those things? They're nails. They're black matte. I just did them today, actually. Here we go. Black matte with a little hologrammy, like, jeweled thing on the ring fingers. What do you think? What do you think? My Zealous goes up to 50. I can turn it. The only thing about, like, I used to give my devices away all the time. I gave away my iSticks. I had some others. I mean, I would give them away, and so I didn't have like a vape collection because I would give them away to people who need, were starting vaping, right? The blue, they didn't come in all the sizes though. They only came in like 2 or 3 sizes, so I had to pick one. Fascinating. That's good. Cool. And I don't feel comfortable. Like I would give my old mods away to people now. It's just that I don't feel comfortable giving them something that needs batteries, right? I prefer to give somebody something that has an internal battery. That way that they're not overwhelmed with all this information, and they don't have to necessarily learn battery safety up front. They have to go out and buy batteries and buy a battery charger, and I feel it's very overwhelming to a new vapor. So I try to keep a few internal battery devices around that I can give to new vapors, just so that they don't get overwhelmed. Because I think I would have been overwhelmed. And I can see it in their faces too. When somebody comes in here, wanders in here off the street, and they want to know about vaping, I'll sit down and talk to them, but I can tell if I start talking to them about battery safety and getting a battery charger and buying batteries and marrying them and always, that kind of thing, like they get a little glassy, and they get a little panicky, right?
Boring.
And it's boring, yeah. But they get a little, because they're all like, oh no, this is too much to deal with. And yeah, okay. Oh, okay. So, but yeah, like it's just, I don't want to overwhelm somebody when they're first, I want to get them vaping and I want to get them used to that, So these, that's one of the things why I really like the pod devices. I mean, I do think the pod devices are great for people who are starting out. Because for anybody who's been vaping for more than 5 years, knows that these pod devices are absolutely just going back to where we were before, right? These pod devices are nothing more than a remake or sort of a rework of this, which was my first device. I have never given this one away because it was my first one. It still works though. I don't know if I have any juice in there. Yeah, there's no juice in there. I don't want a chance vaping on that, but right there. New vapors need internal batteries and stock coils to get going. I know, like, that's just it. I started out with that kind of thing, right? I think everybody did, because it's a lot to take in, you know? Your journey, you know, I think people start out with these smaller devices, internal batteries, stock coils, and, you know, you work your way up. You know, you work your way up into the stuff that you have to mess with. Like, I got a friend, I knew him a long time ago, and he recently started coming around. He says, "Hey, I'm vaping," right? You know, he's like, "I'd like to buy juice from you." But he's not the kind of person who's gonna like fuck with his device, right? He wants something that's quick, and simple, and easy. It's something he takes to work. He works for tree removal service, right? So he's up on the cherry pickers and climbing trees and, you know, sawing things off and whatnot. You know, he works in dangerous situations, right? He's got to have something that is rugged, durable, that lasts all day, and isn't going to break, right? And it isn't going to die on him, right? So what does he have? He's got the Aegis Legend Mini. He doesn't even have the full-size one. The Mini got an internal battery. He actually says he needs to buy a new one because the battery's starting to die on him. It doesn't last him all day anymore. But yeah, that thing, he's literally run it over with a truck, and it still works. Because the Aegis Legend is a durable mod, and the tank that's on it, he just replaces the coil every couple of weeks, and he's good, right? I know, yeah. And that's just it. You know, I mean, as much as we absolutely hate the business practices that they have been exhibiting lately, yeah, jewels are absolutely great for beginners. I don't like the fact that they use salts. I don't like the fact that they're using these stupid high levels of nicotine. But the concept is there, right? And the pod device thing in general. Yeah, the legends are the Aegis Legends are fantastic. Is that just you? Oh yeah. Okay. So but again, no, I think pod devices are absolutely the best way to get somebody started. Our friend Vicky doesn't even want to move on from a pod device. Like, we give her what she needs as far as the e-liquid goes, the right consistency, the right nic level, the flavor that she likes, all that stuff. She's got a Smock Nord, I think, or Novo. Yeah, the Smock Novo, and she loves it. Absolutely loves it. She started with the Nord. It died on her. We got her another Nord. It died on her. We gave her a Soren drop, and it went wonky on her too. I don't know. And then David gave her his Soren drop, but now she's got a Novo, a Smock Novo actually, and she's really liking that one. Point them to well, yeah. Here, where's your pod? Did you see this earlier, Doc? David got one in the auction. This is the Aspire Nautilus AIO right here. And it's got a nice big juice well. It's got a little power button right there. Vape's nice. You can do direct lung hits on this. You don't have to do mouth to lung. But it's more flavorful, I think. Yeah. But here, it's got an eject button. When you push the buttons on the side, it ejects. I think the eject button is cool. And we've had a bunch of these. David had a Breeze. He had a Breeze 2. He had Nike Hair. I think he's found his new favorite pod device.
Yeah, so
I'm liking this one though. Whew, I'm liking this one.
this looks classy too.
It does look classy.
Real classy.
I think I like mine now.
Kind of reminds me of it reminds me of a Zippo lighter.
Yeah,
It really does.
it does look like a Zippo. Annihilators, they were great for long haul flights as they took the edge off but could never replicate a SIG. There you go. I found that my Aspire Nautilus AIO would get all floody and unvapable. I had that problem with the iCare. I don't even know where my iCare is. It used to be sitting right here. Did I give it to somebody? I might have given it to somebody. I think I did. Do you have any Wonder flavors? I do not. Wonder flavors, flavorings? Never heard of them. I don't know who they are. But,
That's not even in your list.
no. There's a lot of flavoring companies that aren't in my list.
Not legitimate ones.
That's not true. There's a lot of them that aren't in the list. My last pod mods were penguins. Yeah, penguins are... I liked penguins too. They've been at the front door since last night. What? You didn't know they were out there? What? RS has got some... He's got some fun stuff to play with now tonight. Oh, it does have a little light on it. See it here at the bottom. See? So it does have a little light on it. Nice. I've had some people say Sprite is a bit better than the smaller Aspire AIOs. Guys, where are we going? He's got his Brazil on.
30 pounds right here.
30 pounds of Brazilian coffee right there.
Ready to go.
He's all excited because he bought more coffee than he's ever bought before at one time. How much was it? 30 pounds? You normally buy 25. Yeah. Oh, RS, I'm so sorry that you're not feeling well. That sucks. Tell him it said, nice sack, David. Dolores said, carrying babies.
Those are my
Babies.
Those are my babies.
Surrender the booty. Least subtle product placement ever. Nice. Tell David your regular bottle, not the gorilla ones. Tell David your regular bottle, not the gorilla ones from RS. I don't know what that means. Should he know what that means?
No.
I sent you, yes, I sent you two. That's not a gorilla bottle. I sent you 2 bottles. One of them is our old bottle. Okay, this was like they don't have child resistant caps on them, but they have a very free flowing tip. So it'll be easier to squeeze out. So, yeah, it was real. I just doing some sort of market survey on that to see which bottle you like better. If you like the better flow, because I was thinking about looking into some different style bottles for that. Yeah, those are not Gorilla bottles. Gorilla bottles, number one, those are not Gorilla bottles. They are still LDPE bottles. We could, but I think we need more of like a lotion type bottle. I think is what, yeah. So yes, well let me know. I'm the one who packaged it. I'm the one who made it. Made it, packaged it, shrink wrapped. Well, Mom shrink wrapped it, to be fair. For those of you who know what we're talking about, we're referring to David's edible massage oil that RS has won every year so far in the auction. If he would tie them together and hang them from his neck and keep them there all day, then he would have a good idea of what you feel like. There you go. Tie a rope around him and hang him from your neck and then walk around all day so you get an idea of what I feel like. Oh, what did you send me now? A photo. Oh, this is something else is coming, guys. We're taking this more seriously than we are the edible massage oil, by the way. Just FYI. And let me tell you what. This stuff, I mean, this will be the best steak of your life. The best burger of your life. Okay? I mean, oh, it's so good. This is a coffee-based meat rub. And you just scrub it all over your steak or your burger or chicken or pork or whatever. It is going to be better for beef. Oh, really? Okay. So we need a low sodium version for white meats. But this will be... Oh, what do you think of the label? I made that label on the fly. But we're getting different bottles in. This was just sort of a tester. But, yeah. I don't know how much my tatas weigh. They're pretty big, though. I have no idea what they weigh. Yes, 2.5 quarter. Yeah. So RS's order form, because he listed everything out, right? It filled up the front of the page, filled up the back of the page, and then filled up the part of another page. It was crazy. Good for all men. Yes, rub your meat. Okay, good night, Doc. Thank you for hanging out. Yes, it is for the grill. It is for everything. You can put it on the grill. You can put it on a skillet. You can put it in the oven. I'm telling you, this stuff is amazing. All right, we put it. David bought like these really cheap steaks. Right, they were just really, really cheap steaks. They came in like a pack of 10 for like $14, and we discovered that yes, that was not a good idea because the meat was just terrible. They were very thin. They were kind of hard to cook, and so the rub was just kind of meh, okay. But then he went and he got, is it heavily roasted coffee as a seasoning? It is partially heavily roasted coffee. I'm not going to give you the recipe, but it is Sumatra coffee, so it is a dark roast coffee. But yes, he went out and got better steaks. I think they were top sirloin steaks.
Yeah. No, they were New York strips.
New York strip steaks.
Not even top notch.
Yeah, I mean they were just. I mean not the first ones he got were terrible. I don't even know what grade that was. They were just terrible. Like I said, it was a pack of 10 steaks for like $14. So take from that what you will. But then he went out and he got some New York strip steaks, and coated them well, and then put it. And I just did it in the skillet. I didn't even do it on the grill. I did it in the skillet. They were amazing. They were so juicy, and they were so good. Like really. It is not on the site yet because we don't have all the ingredients to make it yet. That we just made that one. Like here's the remnants. David brought it in for me to package up in this thing right here, and like I was like. It smells so good. It really is so good. I'm serious. Once we get this going, I ordered bottles. I'm going to have to tweak the labels a little bit to make them fit right. But I ordered bottles. They're on the way. And we're going to see how this stuff sells. So, branching out a little bit more. Do you need a lawyer with the Sumatra? There may not be enough grounds. Call! Kroger grade? I don't know what that was. How can you have any pudding if you don't rub your meat? I'm telling you guys, I mean, yes, I like to take some pride in my cooking. I'm certainly think that I'm pretty good at it, but it wasn't that difficult, right? I mean, just coat a nice light coating on a steak, rub it in a little bit, throw it on the skillet for, you know, 3-4 minutes each side, depending on the thickness, maybe about 3-4 minutes on each side, I would say. And oh, it's perfect. Didn't even need any. I mean, like David likes to put A1 on his steak. He, I mean, almost always puts A1 on. He did not. Sometimes he uses Heinz 57, but usually he likes to put A1 on a steak. He did not put any steak sauce on this. He ate the entire thing with no steak sauce. He loved it.
Oh, and it was dripping.
It was. It was so juicy.
Oh.
And it was like, and all the seasonings was sort of coming off in the juices. So like, you're taking your piece of a steak on your fork and you're like rubbing it around, and all the seasonings is on your plate. Like it was so good.
It's so good.
It was so, any MSGs? Probably, David. Any MSGs? I mean, there's salt in it. That's not. Is that considered an MSG? I don't think there's any. I don't know.
Well, yeah, I'm used to I mean, that's one of the things that I was told to watch out for with the salt. Make sure that the salt it doesn't have MSG. So
Oh, okay.
I will make sure of that.
It will absolutely will not. When we get bulk things of the spices, we will make sure that there's no MSGs. There we go.
But the salt we use so,
Oh, okay.
so
All right.
the current stuff out there.
MSGs would possibly be in the other seasonings. We'll, you know what? Thank you for that. We will check. Yeah, we will check. Yeah, we don't want any monosodium glutamate. Oh, Sloan says that's what makes it taste good. But you know what? Some people just really cannot handle it. Yeah, David is sensitive to it actually, and I remember.
It makes me sleepy.
Yeah, it does tend to make
Really
people sleepy.
sleepy.
My friend Denise had, I remember one time we went out somewhere. I think we went out for Chinese or something. And, Chinese is kind of notorious for having a lot of MSG in it. And she ended up being down for 2 days with this weird shoulder pain. And she completely attributed it to MSG. She really doesn't, she has to stay away from it. Do you remember the brands I won in the auction? I think I have the spreadsheet open. I can look. Let's filter this by Cassie H. Okay, looks like you won Vita CBD. Vita CBD is the brand name. First time my dad had it, he thought he was having a stroke. Oh gosh. Ew. No, thank you.
I guarantee if there are any MSGs in it now, it's very, very low.
David's, yeah.
I'm very sensitive to it.
David says he's quite sensitive to MSG, and if there is any in it at all, it's really, really low because it didn't affect him at all.
I get sleepy, and I can't get crap done if I have MSGs.
Although I don't know, you were pretty comatose that night just because you were full.
Well, I ate so much.
David bought I think it was a 6-pack of steaks. And he ate 2 full steaks. He was all like, I don't care. He was all like, bring it. We didn't have any sides. Hello, TBD. The total that was pledged, the total that was pledged was $16,046. We did have a lot more expenses this year actually than we've had in previous years. And we have the credit card fees, shipping fees, I mean, there's some shipping that was paid in, of course, but I've spent a lot more than that in shipping already. So as of right now, we are looking at potentially, I mean, this number is still going to change because I still have shipping fees that will be coming in. Like some shipping fees will come in, but a lot more is going to go out. But as of right now, we are looking to donate around $11,000, and that's going to change. But we're looking at $11,000. We have already donated $7,000. I posted it up just yesterday, as a matter of fact. We renewed our GSFA membership at $1,000, and we donated $6,000. I have a lot more stuff coming in. I have funds that haven't cleared the bank yet. I have funds I haven't collected yet. And we have stuff we haven't sold yet. So that number is still going to fluctuate a lot. Okay, so you could pay the balance. It wasn't only $4 to ship, Milo. As a matter of fact, I had to ship yours in 2 boxes, so yours cost a lot more than $4. I had to ship yours in 2 priority boxes. So, yep, there's more to come, and there's more to come. There'll be more expenses. We haven't gotten I can't give you a final number right now. I can just tell you where we are at the moment. So, but I have already sent $7,000 to GSFA. Yeah, you did, Richard. You sure did. And that was awesome. So, anyway, that is what we are looking at here. So it was an amazing event. You guys did fantastic. And I said it in the post. I made a post about it, and I was just like, I can't thank you guys enough. It's not just you guys who donated. I mean, there's the people who donated. There's those of you who pledged. There's those of you who watched. There's those of you who shared the event, brought your friends in. There's those who helped, Pammy and Peach and Dieter and my mom, and Vicky. We couldn't have done it without all of you, every single one of you. Like, you guys are just amazing. So, yes, actually, guys, if you guys overpaid by just a little bit, like if it was only like $5 or $10, I didn't bother contacting you. I just went ahead and threw that into the shipping fund. There was one person who accidentally paid for 2 things twice, and that actually came out to an extra $110, and I didn't feel comfortable keeping that. So I contacted her and I fixed that. And then there were some people who underpaid accidentally, and I just got in touch with them and they fixed it as well. So, you guys have been awesome about keeping up with everything, and if there was any discrepancies, you guys have been awesome about working with me to fix it. You guys have just been fantastic. So I can't fault anything. You guys are just fantastic. You guys are awesome. So thank you, Yardbird. Yeah. And getting all this stuff out and organized is just, it's been a huge project, but I've had my mom here, and she's been organizing stuff, and she's been keeping it organized, and she's able to find things quickly, and it's been going really smooth. So my mailman has been getting a workout every day because he's having to carry 8, 10, 12 boxes out at a time every day. So yeah, yours was, and that was, I think that was just an adding mistake. I wasn't even going to call you out, Milo. Because you're not the only one. There have been other people and like I said, and if it was just a couple of dollars over, and if it was only like $1 or $2 short, I didn't even bother contacting somebody for that. Like, I'm not going to contact you for $2, that wasn't even worth it. But if it was over, I just throw that into the shipping fund and let it go there. I'm telling you, Sloan, especially yesterday, it was like I had a bin full of stuff, but then I had boxes 5 layers deep stacked on top of it. He had to make 3 trips to the truck. You know, TBD, it's been like, it's really kind of become a staple around here now. Like it's become it's like our biggest event of the year, you know? I mean, I was a little worried actually about it being on our own channel. Worried that we weren't going to get the viewership because we don't have the, you know, we don't have the subscribers there and we don't have the exposure on our YouTube channel that, you know, we've had say here, but I don't think that it made that much difference. We had a good solid 80 to 90 people there the whole time. Every day, all 4 days, at around 80 to 90 people from start to finish. So I think you did, Milo, and that was so awesome of you. Thank you so much. Okay, take it easy. um, I'm pretty sure I did, Dolores. I think yours was pretty expensive because I had to ship it priority. It weighed like 6 pounds, I think, and priority shipping to Canada was a little pricey. But I mean, that's all part of it, though. You know, like I don't want to call you out. I don't even want. I mean, if you want to give me something extra, I'm more than happy to take it. But I'm not requiring it. That's just all part of it. It's all part of the expenses, you know. And you paid into it, you know, what the site asked you to pay into it. Okay, if I had to spend more in shipping, then that just comes out of the final total. As I mentioned, here we go. As of right now, you guys have put in $741 into shipping, but I've spent $1,073, you know, so I've already spent over $250 more than what's been paid in, and that number's just going to keep going up, and that's okay. Like I'm okay with that. That's normal. That's going to happen. Don't apologize, Dolores. Like I said, it's just part of it. Really, it's okay. It is okay. Dire Thing is offering to do something more fancy than a spreadsheet to track it all. Wow. I don't know. I really like my spreadsheet. My spreadsheet's pretty fancy. You want to make something more fancy than that? I don't know. I mean, I like it. I suppose we maybe could do something with the next access database, but this way I get everything on one page and I'm looking at it and I can filter it and keep track of, like I said, what shipping comes in and what I pay out, and like, you know, filter out the ones that have been completed. And because, you know, like some people only paid for some of their stuff, and then some people paid for, you know, and then they're going to pay for the rest of it like later, you know, and so I've just got it all worked out. Something that doesn't have the concurrency issues. What's a concurrency issue? What's a concurrency issue? He doesn't know either. What's a concurrency? He's trying to put it into words. I think he knows what it is. He's just trying to put it into words. Oh, the less get out of my column. Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's
Okay, I can see that. And that obviously is not a problem now. I mean, I guess it's a problem during the auction because we have, like, usually there's 4 people that are in the spreadsheet at the same time.
it's switch that would fix that one. Put it on Excel instead of Google Sheets.
Oh, really? Because right now we use Google Sheets. It's not actually Excel. It's Google Sheets, and that way everybody can get in there and see it.
You can't with Excel using OneDrive.
Do people see changes in real time? Oh, really?
That's what we use for.
Oh, okay. After I see my bank statement Monday, I'll call you and kick in another $50 to help with shipping. Oh, that's sweet, Richard. Thank you. That's so nice. Don't worry, Sloan. I don't know that we could do this 2 times a year, though, Milo. I mean, it takes so much out of us. And we're already kind of doing it 2 times now because David's already saying that we're going to have at least one more day. And if we had one more day of live auction, it will definitely help knock some of this stuff out quickly versus doing it on the website. I mean, there's, like I said, I did a tally of it just last night, and there are officially, after I got all the t-shirts and the hats and the hoodies added in, there's 367 line. I said 300. I was just telling him last night, you're not supposed to put the and when you're talking a number. There's 367 line items left. Some juice, a lot of RDAs, a couple of mods, a lot of RDAs, a few tanks, and RTAs. When I'm kind of like looking under here, some coils. You know, there's more of those. Sloan took a picture of her Wild Bull So Horny RDA, right? And I know Jules had posted up one before the auction started, actually, because he got it all wicked up. And but yeah, Sloane's picture was amazing. She took a picture of it while all the coils were burning evenly, and it looked amazing. I'm going to go find that picture. Let me go find it. Let's see. Let's see. Sloane. Get to her Facebook page. She just put it up too. Let's see. Oh, you didn't put it on your personal Facebook page. Where'd you put it? You put it on Higgy Six page. Where is it? Posts. Visitor posts. There it is. Visitor posts. You guys got to see this. It's amazing. And she said she's been wanting one of these for years. So I'm so thrilled that she finally got one. Look at that thing! What? It looks like a Christmas tree! That's amazing! Oh, I'm so glad you got one. I think I'm sure there are some squonk RDAs in there. I don't have it in my head as to what is and isn't a squonk. I mean, if you know right off the bat, I'll be more than happy to go through and tell you what's left. Here, let's here. All right, so let's see here. We still got a bunch of those So Hornies left. We have the Serum Atomizer RDA, a bunch of those. The UD Goblin Mini RTAs, a bunch of those. The Geek Vape Griffin, a few of those. The Steam Crave Aromamizer RDTAs, both the SC200S, no, just the SC200S. We don't have any of the 200s left. The Comp Vape Double Vision RDA. There's the Vape Amp, the Roughneck RDA, and one rig mod left. There's the Kangertech Aerotech Giant, which I have to take one of these off actually because we opened it up and it was cracked. So I need to look through the rest of them. Here it is right here. It's on my desk. We opened it up to look at it and there was a crack. I don't know if you can see that or not. Crack in the glass, so I had to take that one off. Let's see, more vape amp stuff, a bunch of wire, some jewel skins. Let's see, the Cyclone Entheon cap kit, a bunch of those. Let's see, we got a few Princes, TFE 12 Princes. The Y-Star Levante, I think that had a squonk pin on it. We got 5 of those left. The Watofo Serpent, one of those. Got 5 of the Watofo Nudges left. I think that had a squonk pin. The Congravape Doge V4, that does have a, it does say, wait, post deck and clamp deck squonk. Yeah, that is a squonk. The Coil Art Azeroth RTA, I'm not sure if that was a squonk or not. The Vandy Vape Maze Sub-Ohm Bottom Fed is called an RDA, but not really an RDA. The Vandy Vape Mesh RDA, I think that had a squonk on it. The Og Vape Drugga RDA, I don't remember if that had one or not. The Voopoo Demon RDA. The Armageddon MFG Redemption RDA, I got 2 of those. Oh, look, there's an iJoy Captain Sub-Ohm tank that would go with your iJoy Captain mod, probably. He's all going. Like, he wants it. I can tell he wants it. Oh, he's like, nah, I'll put my fatality on it. I'm good. The Drugga has a squonk pin. Okay. Let's see here. Where was I? There's a cannon. That didn't have a squonk. Let's see. There's the Armageddon V2 squonk mod. Let's see. V528 Custom Vapes Goon SS. I don't think that had one either. Let's see. The Vandy Vape Berserker Mini MTL RDA. The Vandy Vape Berserker MTL RDA, not the Mini. Vandy Vape Phobia RDA. Let's see, the Horizon Tech Arco. Yes, here it is. 4 Hell Vape Dead Rabbits RDAs. I got 4 of those. A couple more Berserkers. Got 1 more of those Squonk mods by Matt Bennett. The Plug Squonk by Mum's Fantasy Factory. 2 Aspire Speeder Revos. 3 Smock T-Privs. The Purge mod. And the rest of them are all hats and, well, there's coilies, and then the hats, and the hoodies, and the t-shirts. So, yeah. I'm thinking the Nudge had a squonk pin. Yeah. So, yeah. I should probably go and update these descriptions to say whether or not they have squonk pins, but that would take work. Maybe I'll try to remember to do it on the fly whenever when we're going through all these. Is it Druga? It's Druga, not Drugga. Druga. Yeah, we got 3 coilies. Simon was having trouble with his 3D printer. He showed me pictures actually of what was going on with it, and it was pretty messed up. But you know, he was all like, you know, I don't know if I can donate. And he's like, you won't be able to get the stuff till after the auction, I'm sure. But I'm working on getting my, you know, and it's like, well, I know you're, you know, as you're getting your 3D printer fixed anyway. I'm like, if you're still willing to donate, I'm still willing to take it. So like, I'll wait for it. And he was like, okay. And I got them like, I think the Monday after the last auction. They're blue. Actually, will you grab one for me, David? They're in that basket down there on the bottom. So they're blue, and they say, here we go. Probably look at it here. Here we go. They say GSFA on them. So there you go. I love my coily tool. So there you go. I got 3 of these. I numbered them and everything. Aries recommended the Druga to me. It's amazing, super easy to coil. Nice. Yes, they are. These are like the originals. They're 3D printed. They take like 8 hours to print just one. And he was having trouble. It wasn't even so much in the structure of the device. It was underneath, though. It was like, it looked like there were like air bubbles in the filament or something. Like it was just coming out all weird. So he had to have his 3D printer serviced. And but yeah, you can only get the ones that are customized like this from Simon, and you usually have to win them. Or I think you can order them, but they're more expensive than regular coilies. Demi, less than an hour ago.
Posted PSA for those concerned.
Here, hang on.
This was posted less than an hour ago by Dimitri, the Greek vapor, the vaping Greek. Public service announcement for concerned parents: look out for smart carts, dank carts. Since the CDC won't tell you, I will. Confirmed, those are dangerous and black market THC carts.
All right, there we go. Okay, so Dolores asked, what color are the T-Pribs that we have? There we go. Oh, where'd they go? T-Prib. Here we go. All right, I got 3 T-Pribs left. Two of them are chrome and red, and one is blue, chrome, and black. So 3 of those left. Oh, could you hear me? They are special. You know what? He sent me one. This is mine. The one that he sent me. This was before, it was before he even started customizing them, so I didn't even get my name on mine. Mine just says Coily on it, but mine's orange. This is my Coily though. I never even took the tag off of it. I love it so much. I use it though. I use it. I love it. David says we're doing both. We're doing it online and not another weekend. I think we'll do only another day at most, right? Yes? He says probably. We've got to get through DC, guys. We've got to get through DC. I mean, that's just it, though. We're leaving a week from tomorrow, and we're going to be gone for nearly a week because we're going to make a little trip of it, actually. We're going to go to DC. We're going to have dinner with RS and Joyce. Actually, RS, and I keep meaning, and I shouldn't ask you this publicly, I suppose, but we do want to have dinner with you, but some of the people are talking about doing a late night monument tour or an evening monument tour. Yeah, it starts at like 7 o'clock. Yeah, is that something that you and Joyce would be interested in doing? I don't know how the two of you are with a lot of walking. I know we walked down the boardwalk, but we're thinking that maybe we might want to do something like that. What? Well, yeah, absolutely. I just wasn't sure how much walking is involved and how they are with the excessive walking like that. I don't know if Joyce is okay with that. Sloan did get a Higgy shirt. Nobody's ordered a Higgy shirt in a while. Oh, we're definitely doing it after we come back. That's just it, though. We haven't really been able to sort of like focus on and decide what we're doing, and it's like we don't even want to think about it until we get back. But on the way back from DC, actually, instead of coming straight home, we're going to take a little detour over to the coast. So a week from tomorrow, and so we already planned on doing dinner with RS and Joyce when we got there, but a bunch of people that are getting there Sunday night are talking about doing this monument tour, an evening monument tour, and so we're kind of excited to maybe do that because the thing doesn't start until Monday, and it starts Monday I think around lunchtime if I'm not mistaken. And so then we'll be doing that Monday and Tuesday and Tuesday seminar, and then Wednesday will be meeting with our legislators and lobbying for the industry. Do a haunted video at the Omni Shoreham Hotel. Okay, put that on the to-do list. Milo says do a haunted video at Omni Shoreham Hotel. Yeah, that's just what he said. So, in any case, Wednesday, when we leave Wednesday, we're headed down to the coast, to the Hampton area, because a high school friend of mine lives there, as well as Scuba and Munchkin. They live about 20 minutes apart from each other. So we're going to spend 2 days there, and we'll visit with my friend Shannon, and we'll also visit with Munchkin and Scuba, and just kind of get away from everything for a minute, and then we'll head back home to the dogs. Would you please post a link for the report David read? What was the names of the bad pods? Sure. You got that link that came from Demi? Okay. Please do. David's getting the link. We knew Dank is one of them. I know there were others, but well, from what I heard, Dank is not really a brand. Dank is just empty cartridges, and so they're being filled after the fact, right? And so if you don't know who's filling them, that's the problem. That's the mostly the story that I've gotten, is that Dank is the problem because they're unfilled cartridges. So here is the link to Demi's post, and I hope he's made it public. Yes, it is public. Up above? Oh, yes. I'm not looking at it right now. Okay, so anybody else have any other questions? Because obviously we're not getting into the lab today. I actually didn't want to get in the lab today. I'm feeling better today, but last night I did something to my hip. And I don't know what it was. It was very weird. Like, I don't know what it felt like. I mean, it wasn't dislocated or anything, and it almost maybe felt like it needed to pop, maybe? But it also felt muscular. I don't know. Like, I don't know if I was just sitting wrong or if I stood wrong or what, but I worked really, really late last night. I had a lot going on. I've got stuff. I mean, I'm pretty swamped right now, and with all the auction stuff and trying to keep up with, running our business, because it was like a sharp pain in the joint. And I had a hard time walking on it, and I had a hard time, kind of moving it from side to side. Hi, Joseph. And I definitely couldn't lift my knee up or anything. So I came home, and David was very kind to make something to eat while I just rested on the couch, and went to bed last night. And I woke up several times because I couldn't really move. Anytime I tried to move, it hurt. So I had to be careful about how I was laying, and tried to just lay straight. And it was mostly gone. I don't know if I have any tramadol. It's really old. I know tramadol doesn't really go bad though. I might have some tramadol. But when I woke up, it was mostly gone. But I was kind of concerned. I didn't feel like, I've never had sciatica, so I'm not really sure, but from what I gather, sciatica is a shooting pain. It's a nerve pain that goes all the way from your back all the way down to your ankle, though. So, welcome to the Bad Hip Club. Sharp pain feels like someone is trying to rip off your left nut. I wouldn't know what that feels like, but thanks for the description. Um, I mean, I guess it might have been sciatica, but it wasn't a shooting pain. It didn't go all the way down my leg. And I know sciatica is definitely goes like from your hip all the way to your feet. So it was just, I don't know. It just felt like I just was sitting wrong maybe and pinched a nerve or pinched a muscle or something. But I just couldn't shake it. It's like normally if I, get a pain like that, I get up and walk around and it sort of everything loosens up and it's fine. Because I can get a little stiff if I don't, move for too long. If I'm sitting for too long or if I'm asleep in one position for too long, I just get stiff. But moving around sort of loosens everything up. And it wasn't happening last night. I was in a lot of pain last night. But this morning I woke up and I was fine. And I absolutely 100% attribute that to having a memory foam mattress, so that there were no like pressure points happening on my hip or leg or anything last night while I slept. I was able to just sort of sleep in a cloud, and I didn't have to worry about, anything getting, no pressure points, because that's the one thing that is amazing about having a memory foam mattress, is that the mattress sort of conforms to your body and you don't have any pressure points.
I couldn't invite you to this group for some reason. I don't know
Okay.
why you didn't show up, but you may want to share it with me.
Okay. Can't invite you for some reason. Is it public? Black market THC cartridges caused this. Quit lying about vapor products. It's a public group. Oh, it's because someone already invited me. Ashley Reagan already invited me. All right, so what post are you? Just the group? Or a specific post? Oh, okay. Here you go. If you guys want to join this group, it's a public group. There you go. Sciatica also on my right leg all the way down to my foot. Goes numb if I stand more than about 10 minutes. Like, that doesn't happen. Like, my feet will hurt, but it doesn't go numb. Sciatica from the hip to mid-calf. FYI, I think the sciatic nerve is the largest in the human body. It is. It is serious when it gets irritated, like a long, intense paper cut. Yes. It is the largest nerve in the body, because it goes all the way from it's like the mid to lower spinal cord, and it's the thickest one too. It's really huge. If you've ever seen a layout of the nervous system, it's almost as thick as your spinal cord. It's really thick, and it shoots all the way down your leg. Most of my hip pain was from my groin before I had a hip replacement. How did your hip heal? D. Millen, mom's didn't go so well. Oh, like I said, I just think I just sat on it wrong or something. I don't really know what happened. Anyway, I was, but I didn't want to have to get up and walk around into the lab today if I didn't have to, just in case. Because that's what happened. I was fine. I was sitting here. I was working. I was cataloging all those T-shirts and hoodies and hats. And I got up, and there was a box on the floor, so I did have to step over it sort of awkwardly. Maybe that's when I did it. I don't know. But I got up, and I stepped over this thing in an awkward angle. And then I walked into the lab, and I did some work in there. And it was hurting me it was just getting worse. The more I was walking around, it was just getting worse. And then when I got home, it seemed like the longer I sat, it got worse. And I had to get up and walk around at home. And I finally crawled into bed, and I just laid on my back. I laid out straight. I didn't sleep in any kind of funky angle or anything last night. I just slept like I was in a coffin. And that seemed to fix it, so... Yeah, I mean, like I said, that's the only thing I could think of, is that I stepped over this big box that was sitting behind me here, and I sort of stepped over it at a weird angle. Maybe I just pinched something. I have no idea. I tell you what, getting older sucks, man. Getting older just sucks. I'm going to be 46 years old on Thursday, damn it. And I'm okay with that. But getting older sucks. Oh, Milo. Oh, I'm so sorry. That really does suck. I know, my mom keeps saying that too. She's like, man, getting older sucks. I'm like, I mean, you know, come on. You know, she's 67. I'm 40. It does beat the alternative. The alternative is being dead. You're 62. Do you feel that getting older sucks, Richard? David's 47. David's officially in his late 40s. He's over here. He's trying not to give me the finger. I can tell by the look on his face. 46 is just 38 plus VAT. That's awesome. He says he's 3017. You know what, though? He's got nothing to bitch about. He's still in great shape. He's in good health. He's got, like, no grays. I'm seriously, people, look. I just had my hair done. You can already see them growing. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. It's like a nice little harsh line right there. Just had it done, too. What the hell? This one, he's got no grays. He's got him in his beard. But they just look blonde. They don't look gray. Like, you know what though? I don't mean to bitch. I don't mean to bitch because honestly, I'm very, very grateful that I am 46 years old. I'm in relatively good health. I don't really have a lot of problems. And I don't like, I'm not exhibiting any like aging signs. I don't really have any wrinkles. Like, I'm very grateful for that. I got good genes. I do have though this one. This is starting to bother me. I got my first real wrinkle, and it's right here. Right here. Peach called it my what the fuck line. Right? Because I can't even like stretch it out. Like, it doesn't go away. Like, it's always there. It's just a permanent crease. So obviously I spend way too much of my time doing this. So my what the fuck line is I can't get rid of that. And it bothers me. They always told you you don't get old when I was a youngin', but they never said why. That's what I'm saying, like, D. Millen, I don't have the crow's feet. I don't have the laugh lines. You know, I don't have even, you know, like on my hands and stuff. I don't have the signs of aging that, yeah, they're called the what the fuck lines right here. But I did get these. This is the first ones. And I'm all like, what the hell? These are the first ones that happen right there. So yeah, I spend entirely too much time, obviously, doing this. I know, right? Now everyone is like looking at their eyebrows, right? Like, do I have the what the fuck line going on? Yeah, that's the what the fuck line. But my mom is 67, and she looks great for her age. I hope I got those genes. You got your crow's feet first? I don't think I have any crow's feet. I don't think so. You had those in your 20s? Wait, the what the fuck lines or the crow's feet? To age gracefully. See, but it's so much different for guys, though, Yardbird. It's so much different for guys, you know? It's there. I promise, it's there. I just got my bangs are covering them up, but they're there. Yeah, you can hide your what the fuck lines with your bangs. But like he looks distinguished. He's got some crow's feet. He's got them up on his forehead. Not so much. Do you have your what the fuck lines? You don't really have what the fuck lines. Do you not spend the majority of your life going like this? He's all like, no, I don't. but he's got some on his forehead. He's got some in his eyes. He's got some around. But he looks good.
Have smile lines.
He does have smile lines. He does. He's got the smile lines. And but he looks great because it's different for guys. It's just so much different for guys. You guys get distinguished. You know, you get character. You know, women like that. For women, it is not as easy. We have no leeway on our looks. He said, "Wah. Whatever. You do not have to face the same challenges that we women do." He's not even listening. Yeah, men look distinguished. We fall apart. Oh, Joseph says we weather. That's it. David's weathered. There you go. You have hard miles. There you. I mean, I got some hard miles. I'll admit it. I got some hard miles. I just didn't have. It's just one of those things where like I just sort of noticed it recently. That this one. I was like, that doesn't go away. Like I can't even stretch it out. It doesn't go away. What the hell? What is that? No amount of lotion or moisturizer is gonna fix that. My first bout with sciatica was moving a box of mozzarella without moving my feet. Oh. Ow. So like the twisting motion. I'm wondering if maybe that's what I did then. Because like I said, I did step over the box at sort of a weird angle. Maybe that's what I did. My computer keeps popping up and saying, "You must restart. You must restart now." I said, "No, wait an hour. Wait an hour." Yeah. I mean, apparently there's all those products out there that'll lift wrinkles, you know, fill them in and whatnot. Yeah, I don't think I got any hope for this one. I think this one's there to stay. It's there. I could feel it too. That's like the thing. It's like, you know, it's there. And no amount of me like pushing on it or, you know, trying to smooth it out is going to help. You know, like there's like the plumping crap that you can put on there that helps lift the wrinkles. I'm 46 years old. I guess I'm owed a wrinkle by now. It's okay. That's what somebody else said to me. They're like, do Botox. Do Botox. I have cousins who've had Botox. And it's not cool. It is not cool. Because first of all, I don't know. There's like a little ball that gets put there that has to like sort of dissipate. Like, I don't know. It's so unnatural. No, I'm good. I'm good. I just got to come to terms with it. I'll be okay. I'll be okay. I got a wrinkle. I can deal with it. I am a grandma now. I mean, hell. Grandmas are supposed to have wrinkles. It's okay. Preparation H does wonders on wrinkles. Okay, I'll try that. Like I said, I think, though, that I spend just entirely too much time doing this number. What? You can get your blood plasma injected into your face. No. I'm not doing that. Oh, Dolores, I've already got those. I've already got those. I don't want to talk about those. I got those, and one of them has turned white. Like, that is not cool about that. Like, I was like, what the hell? Like, oh, Milo. That's not cool. Hmm. No, I don't think that I will go any. I don't think I would do any plastic surgery. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna admit to you that I did try it one time. I did. I had um, a sebaceous cyst in my scalp, which I actually it came back. I don't think she got it all, so it grew back. It's like a bump. So I need to go have it removed. It doesn't do anything. It's just a cyst. It just sits there. It's not cancerous or anything. Um, so but it grew back in the exact same spot. So like that's why I feel she probably didn't get it all the first time. But while I was there, because they all have they always say if you're going to have plastic surgery, the more you have done at once, the better the cost, right? And there's always been one thing that I've always been kind of has always bothered me was my here. I always no, even when yes, I'm overweight, so I mean that doesn't help. But even when I've not been as overweight, I can't ever get rid of this. This just drives me crazy, right? So I was like, I'm gonna have some liposuction. I'm gonna get rid of this, and I'm gonna have a nice smooth chin. It's gonna be good, right? So I did that, and she went in here, here, and here. Actually, did the liposuction thing on my chin, and number one. The actual liposuction part was not that difficult. It was, it didn't hurt or anything. It was fine. But it was the getting there that sucked, okay? Because it's not a popping type of thing. It's really just a lump thing. I need to go back to a plastic surgeon. And I can't do it just like at a regular doctor because they'll shave my head. Plastic surgeon didn't have to cut my hair at all. They just cut right through and it was fine. Anyway. But it was, she put an injection, right there at the site where she was doing the incision, right? Which was fine. But then, so she numbed this part and she made the incision, but then she injected, it felt like a cup of liquid where she just squeezed a crap ton of liquid into my skin. And it was Lanacane. Lanacane is a numbing agent. And the idea was that she would inject all of this fluid underneath the skin to make the whole area numb. And she had to do it on both sides. And that part was stupid painful. I mean, so painful that I wouldn't even let her do this side. She wanted to do them both at the same time and then go back and do the liposuction part. But I said, no, you got to give me a break. Can let me hang, just do one side and then come and do this. She's like, okay, that's fine. So, but she injected this huge amount of liquid up underneath the skin that would basically fill the whole area, and make the whole area numb. And that part was it was so painful. I was getting nauseated and I couldn't handle it. But once it was numb, of course, it was fine. And she put the little stick in there and, did all the suction, whatever, and then she did this side. But she said she was running into some tendons or whatever. Wait, Kathleen told me some of the ladies were talking about menopause. So you were younger, you talk about man and end up talking about menopause. Right? I know. That's all of our problems start with men. That's just, men, menopause, menstruation, mental breakdown, So she kept running into tendons or something, she said. So she ended up doing a third one through here. And again, the Lanacane part was just so painful. Well, the third one I don't think was too bad because it was pretty numb at that point. But the problem, though, is that once they've gone in and done the liposuction, now they've taken out the tissue in there that is connecting your skin to your muscles, right? They've taken out this layer, and for it to heal properly, you have to keep it wrapped up so that the skin will then heal and adhere itself to the muscle tissue, right? So I mean, I didn't tell anybody at work. I was working the office I was working at the time. I told them I was getting this thing done, so they knew to expect that. So I played it off for about a week because I had to come to work with a bandage wrapped around my head, and I played it off that the bandage was there to help keep pressure on this thing here. But it wasn't really what it was for. It was there to help keep this skin as tight as possible. But after a week, I really couldn't like play that off anymore. So I mean, I did end up telling them at work what I'd done, but it was fine. They were cool with it. But I just didn't feel comfortable wearing this bandage around my head while I was working in an office. And so I probably didn't wear it as much as I should have. I wore it at home and I wore it at night, but I didn't wear it during the day. So I don't think even I went through all of that bullshit, and I don't even think that it took that well. And on top of that, like I said, I don't even think she got everything out of the cyst either because it grew back. So that was basically a giant bust. So because I've been through that small little portion of it, I really don't think I would do it again. I don't know, maybe. I know that I have a lot of scar tissue buildup in my upper abdomen because I had surgery when I was about 15 years ago on my liver, and you could feel it. Like my upper belly is very, very hard, and between the liver surgery, which they had to cut a huge incision across my tummy to get and all the way down into the abdominal cavity. And then the appendectomy that I had a couple years ago, which was just laparoscopic, but it still could cause scar tissue. If anything, I might consider having that removed, like having the scar tissue removed, because it's very, very hard. But yeah, I don't know. Like I said, I did the one time, and I don't think I would do it again. Next time, get the cyst debrided. What does that mean? I've heard that word before. Let's look it up. Debrided. Remove damaged tissue or foreign objects from a wound. Well, I mean, that's what she did. I mean, she gelled down my hair so she could make an incision, and then she like scooped it out. It was actually kind of gross because I could hear her scooping it out. Oh. Okay. Well, it feels hard, but I don't know. I'll like I said, it's one of those things I just got to get it taken care of. I know I do. It's on my list of things to do. So, for any of you out there who may be considering plastic surgery, it's no pain, no gain, because it does hurt. And the aftercare part is the most important part. Like I said, I don't know. I don't think I would do it again. I don't know. Like I said, I don't even feel like it took that well. So that's the other thing too. You can't even have any guarantees. That sucks, Dolores. Okay, I'll put it higher up on the priority list, maybe. Ugh. Okay. Thank you for that nightmare to think about. No, I will. I'll put it up higher on the priority list. Alrighty, guys. Thank you so much for hanging out. The big message to take away today is combat this. Combat this as much as you can on social media. Okay, when you see these people talking about all of this being linked to vaping, comment, link that FDA article. Here, I'll put it in the room again, so that you have it. Here you go. Take that straight from the FDA. All right. It is about these black market cartridges. Okay. We've got to try to change this narrative, and I know it's not easy to do, but you've got to go talk to your local politicians. Okay. You've got city level, county level, and state level representatives. Okay. That are voted in, and they need to hear. They need to be educated because they don't know. They just don't know. Okay. They don't understand what vaping is about. And if nobody is there to tell them, then they're just going to go by the craziness that they hear, right? And a lot of it is so much misinformation, and we've got to change this narrative. Or when May comes, I mean, that's going to be it. It's going to be over. All right? So we're going to keep doing what we do. You keep doing what you do. But yeah, you've got to get active. The only way for this to happen is for everybody. Everybody's got to start working from the bottom, the local governments. That's where they're coming for us, is at these smaller local municipalities, okay? It happened in Lilburn, right under our noses. We didn't know about it, right? We were so hyper-focused on other things that we didn't bother looking to see what was on the docket right here in Lilburn. And now, no vape shops can ever open in Lilburn again. And that's embarrassing. That is embarrassing that should happen in our backyard, and we didn't know about it, and we weren't there to tell them. We weren't there to say, hey, this is wrong. This is a good thing. This is a life-saving device. This is, vape shops are not the problem. They are so ultra focused on saving the children. All right. So, all right, guys. You guys have a great evening. Are they over on iBlog? I don't know if are they doing their thing over there? Because I will put that link in the room if they are. The fuckery is on. All right. All right, so head on over to iVlog, and I will literally see you guys on the other side. Hey, while the other side is playing. That's awesome.